Hello, beautiful soul. It's Kirsten with Kismet, and it is time for the weekly affirmation. And this week's affirmation is drum roll. I am embracing my greatness. I am embracing my greatness. I have a story that I want to share with you related to this. A few weeks ago, I had been promoting my journal on Facebook through their ads and received this toxic negative comment from a woman I don't know about my journal, something she didn't order, she'd never held, looked at, felt. And first off, she thought it was too expensive, and secondly, she didn't like the fact that I was showing up in her feed so much. And my first reaction was this draining of my energy, this gut punch. And I thought, oh my God, is she right? Never mind that I've already sold, journals at that price point. No, doesn't matter that I've received comments and feedback and people have been so wonderful in embracing this artistic endeavor of mine. That none of that mattered. In that moment, I was sucked into self-doubt, sucked into negativity. And I sat there dumbfounded, feeling, about this high. There we go, this high. And all the momentum I felt I had been carrying with this journal just kind of ebbed away. And then I sat and thought, truly thought about a couple of things. My first thought was, how dare she? How dare she say anything when she doesn't know me? And then the second thought that followed that is, I knew when I put my journal out there that I was opening myself up to be seen and heard in a different way. And that kind of a vulnerability and exposure can be intense. And my second thought was basically, should I shut down the ad? Well, I didn't shut down the ad. I actually got a little crabby at first. And I didn't respond to her because that doesn't help anything in any way. I didn't need to engage her in any way. I actually made the leap that she probably needs my journal. It's about self-love. It's about embracing who you are. It's based on all these wonderful affirmation cards that we've been working with together through these videos, helping people become more accepting of who they are, finding their strength, opening themselves up to love. And believe me, this woman needed this gift in the most amazing way. And when I realized that she needed my gift, I had a shift. Just a shift. All this happened in the space of about 5 minutes. And my shift was a number of things. First off, it was related to the fact that my self-worth is not tied to some random person on the internet. And it shouldn't be. My second thought was to send this woman some loving kindness. And the third thought came about because I had been at a Hay House event with Robert Holden, and he was talking about when authors get negative feedback on any of their creative projects, their books, their card decks, their classes. The first thought that they have is that they've opened a dialogue and they've arrived. They've arrived. People are talking about what they've put out there. There's discourse, there's energy behind it. And so the first negative review on Amazon, the first bad comment or bad review is not a condemnation of what they've created, it's an affirmation of what they've created. And so then I thought, oh my God, I've arrived. I have my first negative comment on Facebook. I've arrived, I've arrived, I've arrived. So I'm running through my house, this house here, dancing, jumping, just going totally nutso. And Perry's looking at me, of course, like, you are one crazy lady, yelling at the top of my lungs, I've arrived. I've arrived. Look at me, I've arrived. I mean, I took the shift. I grabbed my card here, embraced my greatness. I did not let some person that I don't even know take away that from me. And it's easy to get sucked in. It's easy to get sucked in and let ourselves listen to other people's opinions of us, whether they know us or they don't. And we internalize that and we make it our own. And instead we need to block it and throw it in the garbage and embrace our own greatness first. Recognize that the gifts we bring to the world are not going to be for everybody, but they are going to be for those that need them. So we can't hide our greatness under a rock. We can't bury it deep inside and not give it life or birth it or bring it out into the world. We need to launch it in the most amazing way because there's people waiting for it out there. There are people waiting for you to show your greatness because the moment you do that, you give them permission to show theirs. Show your greatness. Don't listen to the naysayers and the negatives. Remember that the gifts you have need to be shown. Your light needs to be shown. Your brightness needs to be shown. Embrace your greatness. This is Kirsten with Kismet. You are fantastic in love and light.